Alright guys, welcome back to another tier list. Today we're going to be doing Pokemon starters, the fully evolved forms, because I love Pokemon, I love starters, and I figured that I might as well just do this, because I was planning on doing it before, but I never did. So I'm here doing it now, just because I want to. So Venusaur. Venusaur is B tier, it's kind of ugly. It's like that cool kind of ugly though, where it's I don't know how to describe cool kind of ugly, but I think it's a downgrade from both Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. Like the back, the tree that's on top of it is cool and everything, but I just feel like its body it just looks better as Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. But I do still like it, and I always do pick Bulbasaur by the way. Charizard, I'm gonna put that also in B tier. Listen, Charizard's one of the most overrated Pokemon of all time. I don't think it's necessarily overrated. I just think that it's I think Game Freak, the people who make Pokemon, I think they overrate it, which is the problem. Charizard's not bad, but I mean, it got two Megas, it got a Gigantamax form before the other two starters did, and it's got a really good shiny. Yeah, it's got a good thing going. It's got a lot of good things going for it, admittedly. I don't know. I never pick it, so. Blastoise, I'll pick B tier. These are all gonna go in B tier, just because, I don't know, Blastoise is cool. I just wish that it was, better. Because it's supposed to be defensive, but I don't really like defensive Pokemon. And I should preface this. This is not going to be which of these are the most powerful. It's just how much I like, which I can be based off of anything really. So keep that in mind. Meganium, D tier. It's probably one of the worst starters in terms of battling and in terms of design. Chikorita and Bayleef I think are so much cooler than Meganium. And I know we had that problem with Venusaur, but Venusaur is so much cooler than Meganium. So, plus with a lot of Gen 2, I've only played through Crystal one time in my entire life. And I didn't even beat Red or anything. I just made it to Kanto when I stopped. But I don't know. I don't feel a lot of attachment to a lot of Gen 2 Pokemon in general, so Typhlosion's cool. I'm putting it in B tier. Just cause it's kinda cool. I used to when I was playing through Crystal, I would have said it was my favorite starter, and I think I did. But I played through Crystal when I was 15, 16. I'm 26 now. That was 10 years ago. So I don't know. I really have no attachment to Typhlosion. We'll get to Hisuian Typhlosion later. You'll hear my opinions on that one. For Alligator, no real opinion. I'm not gonna put it in D tier. I'll put it in C tier. Just because I literally have no opinion on Feraligatr. I've never used a Feraligatr in my life. I've never thought about using one. I've never used one. Just I don't know. I don't care. Oh, and I should preface this. I've never played Heart Gold or Soul Silver either. So, there's really no reason for me to really care. I mean, I know they were in other games and they're going to be in the newest DLC for Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. But, I don't know. Feraligatr, it looks cool. It does, but I have no attachment to it. Sceptile. Sceptile I'm gonna put in B tier. Sceptile is cool enough to be in A tier, but the problem is that I never pick it. And I don't think it's that cool. It's definitely cool. I think Gen 3 definitely has the best starters overall. But Sceptile, I know a lot of people really like it. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Well, I do like it. I mean, I probably do like it enough to be in A tier, but the reason why I'm not putting it in A tier is just because... Oh, whoops. Because Blaziken and Swampert, which we'll get to in a minute, are so much cooler. You know, I have a friend whose favorite Pokemon is, this Pokemon, Blaziken. While I wouldn't say it's, my favorite, I do really like it, personally, so... And I think it's way cooler than Sceptile. And I love firefighting as a type, so... Yeah. Blaziken, so cool. Swampert's our first S tier. Mudkip was my first Pokemon ever, because when I started playing Pokemon, it was Pokemon Ruby, and I picked Mudkip, and every single time I play through Emerald now, or Ruby or Sapphire, I always pick Mudkip, just because it's the best one. It's the best in its region, Swampert can carry your entire playthrough. Like, it's kind of crazy how crazy it is within its own generation. Plus, I think it has the coolest design, so no problems there. Torterra, I'll put in C tier. I don't know, I never picked Turtwig. Turtwig is kind of cool. Turtwig is cool, and Grotto's kind of ugly. Torterra, I have no attachment to it personally, so yeah. No attachment. What's it called? Infernape, S tier. At one point in time, I would have said it's my favorite starter of all time. I also would have said that about Swampert at one point too, but I don't know. I do really like it, and I do think it's better than a lot of these other starters, and again, firefighting is a cool combo, and I think that this is the best firefighting starter that we've ever had, and I want firefighting starters to come back, and I think that Infernape is so cool, because it's based on Sun Wukong, also known as Son Goku, also known as the person who Goku from Dragon Ball Z is based on, and I really like that, and yeah. Napoleon, good B tier. I don't hate it. A lot of people think that it's like ugly. I personally don't think it's ugly, just cause like, I don't know, it's cool. I just never pick it because Infernape is so much cooler. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. I don't have any really attachments to the black and white starters because I've never played black and white actually. I never played black and white, and I never played black 2 or white 2. But Superior, I don't know. I'm gonna put these two. I'm gonna put this in A tier just because not S tier. I'm gonna put this in A tier because I like it the most. I'm gonna put Emboar in not C tier, B tier, B tier. I should say this. These are not ordered within their list, so I don't know. Samurot's really cool. I like it more than Hisuian Samurott, admittedly. Emboar is cool. It's the worst firefighting combo starter, but it's still a firefighting combo starter, so it's good. And then Superior is really cool. I really like it. I really like Contrary as an ability, but I don't know. Samurot's coolest in my opinion. Chestnut. I'm not. No, never mind. Chestnut I'll put in B tier. B tier is getting really crowded, and I don't like it, but Chestnut, it's kind of B tier. It's good. It's cool looking. Shiny Chestnut is one of the best shinies, like for starters, I think. Delphox, D tier. I think it's ugly as fuck. That's all I have to say about it. Greninja, not S tier. A tier. I feel like Game Freak knew that this was gonna be like one of the most popular Pokemon of all time. I feel like they just knew that, and they passed. It's probably, when we look down here, gonna be the highest rated water starter out of anything that's left, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, Greninja's really cool. It's a ninja, you know, someone who's watched all of Naruto, I think ninjas are cool. As someone who plays Mortal Kombat, no, ninjas are cool. So having a Pokemon that's actually a ninja, that's cool, unlike Ninjask, is really cool. Take a shot every time I say cool. Decidueye, S tier. Decidueye is so cool. Like, it's an archer, it's an owl. My friend Good Grief 330, his favorite animal is an owl, so I don't think he's ever played Sun and Moon, but if he did, he would pick it. It's so cool. It's ghost type, it's got everything for it. It's got a cool design. The fact that a flying Pokemon, like Rowlet was originally grass flying and then it evolved into a grass ghost. The fact that an owl is grass type is kind of interesting when you think about it. And I really like it. Cool. Cineroar I'll put in A tier. Cineroar, I like it in Smash. I like its design. You know, a lot of people might put it here because of competitive, because it's one of the biggest competitive menaces in the entire game. And I don't know. I think it's cool. It's got a cool design. It's got a cool shiny. Litten might be my favorite, like, first form starter. It might be. I'll have to think about it, but it might be. Cineroar's cool. Primarina, also give A tier. I think it's cool. It's probably the best Pokemon within this generation to pick for like a playthrough, for if you want to get through the game easier. I think it's cool having a more feminine starter. It's really cool because I feel like a lot of these are either masculine or they're trying to appeal to both. It's kind of nice to have one that's actually feminine. Like how there's a robot master in Mega Man. It's either 9 or 10 that's actually a woman, which I think is cool. Rillaboom, I'll put in C tier. It's cool looking, but I don't know. I don't really like Pokemon that hold things. Like I just never really cared for it. Except for Tinkaton in Gen 9. I think Tinkaton's really cool. Cinderace, S tier. In contention for my favorite starter of all time. It has a Libero ability, which if you don't know what Libero does, it's basically Protean. Well, like it switches its type to the type of move that you used. Greninja also has this ability, but it's called Protean, and Cinderace is called Libero. Yeah, Cinderace is cool. It's a soccer player. Who doesn't like soccer? That answer would be me personally. I don't like soccer, but it's cool. Inteleon. I don't think Inteleon's all that cool. Like it's got a cool move where like it actually uses its fingers and like finger guns, which that's actually really cool, but its design I just don't like it. Suian Decidueye, S tier. Pretty much every single thing I said about the Decidueye applies to a Suian Decidueye, personally. I think it's really cool. I don't want to pick between the two, but they're so cool. Suian Typhlosion is also S tier, personally for me. I think it's way better than regular Typhlosion. It's Fire Ghost, which is a cool type. And yeah. And as of recording this, the Hisuian Typhlosion event is currently going on in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So I've had fun using it and battling it. So yeah, I really like it. I mean, this might be like a like more like a recency bias, but I don't care. Hisuian Samurott. So I'm gonna put it in C tier. Like, I'll put it in B tier. So my thing with Hisuian Samurott is that this is kind of a me problem. So I saw the leaks beforehand about their final forms, and I was so excited for Hisuian Samurott, and I picked Oshawott. Like normally I would before they were revealed, I was like dead set on picking Rowlet that evolves into Decidueye. But once I saw Hisuian Samurott, I'm like, oh, I gotta pick this. And now that I'm looking at it in retrospect, these two are so much better than Hisuian Samurott. Like, it's kind of crazy how clouded my judgment was. Meowscarada, I'll put in S tier. I really like Meowscarada. It has a Protean ability like Greninja and Cinderace. And I think it's really cool. I like cats, so yeah, S tier. Philoderge is cool as fuck. Put it in A tier. I really like how it's a Fire Ghost type like Hisuian Decidueye, and it's got a really cool signature move. But I just don't like it as much as I like Meowscarada personally. Sorry. And Quaquaval, is that what this thing's called? I always forget. C tier. I don't know. I don't care for it. The only good thing about it is that it does remind me of Bon Clay from One Piece. And Bon Clay is the GOAT of One Piece. So, yeah. That's gonna be it, guys. That's my list. If you disagree, put your opinions in the comments. I will be sure to ignore every single one of them. So, yeah, that's it. Peace.